What's up, everybody? It's your girl D here with your vitamin D for free. You know that it has been a minute, it's been a couple days, but I had to come on and talk to you about community. It is Monday, and a lot of y'all have already told me that you was finna start next Monday, and that don't make no sense. That ain't made no sense to me. But nevertheless, that's your business, and I'm gonna let you be. Today, really, really quickly, because I gotta get ready to go. Well, I have to go. I don't have to get ready to go. I gotta go to class and teach. But today, Giselle shared a video in my private Fit and Bougie group this morning, and she was like, "What in the D Thomas is this?" The lady was basically talking about how to benefit from community when it comes to fitness and the part that you have to do in order to be involved. Okay. Number one, you know that my one of my favorite quotes, you see me put it on shirts, I put it on everything. I always say community is medicine. And I truly believe that is in any industry, that is in fitness, that is in business, that's in entrepreneurship, that's in health and wellness, that is in everything. Community is medicine. When you feel supported in a group, okay, you will start to believe in yourselves at another level. Not just because you start to feel better, but because you have people around you who see where you can strive and be called to a higher level. One of the things that the girl was talking about, an example that she was mentioning, how you get to be a part of a community, is that you start to go, you start to be involved in it. And she gave the example of Zumba, right? And she was like, you go to Zumba, and people might look at you crazy a little bit because you lit and you starting loud, okay? And they're like, "Oh, who is that?" But then you go back, and you go back, and then you find a song that you really, really love, okay? And you find that song, and then you go back again the third time, and you dancing down, okay? And then next thing you know, somebody dancing down next to you. Christina is just like this, okay? It is so beautiful. I'm so happy for you to come, Laquita. So then you go to class and you got a whole little crew of people, all y'all getting down. Next thing you know, you're talking about what are you what are you doing later on? Maybe you're a stay-at-home mom and you have a child and they have a child and you get together, you can go have some coffee together, or you can go to the nutrition club, get you a protein shake, some protein donuts or whatever. And then you guys start to relate on a level, on a different level when it comes to just Zumba, right? You might say, now I feel supported with the person who's in a situation similar to mine. Okay, I hope you come, Tam. Now, you got people there. Giselle, I'm talking about the video that you sent. So yes, like Christina said, now we out eating and we fellowshipping, and now you feel supported in a way that you didn't feel supported previously. A lot of people who you inbox me out of desperation. You're at a point where you need to feel supported when it comes to fitness, because whether you gain weight or maybe you have people in your life who don't support you, or maybe you just come from a lifestyle where fitness, wellness, and prioritizing your boundaries and prioritizing yourself is like frowned upon. People just don't do that. Hold on, y'all. So anyway, the lady was like, okay, now you have created a bond inside of the community that just started off with Zumba. That's it. And y'all, listen, this is the part. I can look in some of y'all's eyes and tell when you don't have a support system. And black women, we're good for saying, oh, I can't deal with other black women. I only like to be around men. Sis, that is a trigger that you need to say, that's not normal. Y'all, you don't like being around people, that's not normal. It's just that you don't like being around people who are not aligned with you. You don't like being around people that you have to justify all of your actions to. You don't like being around people who don't believe in the visions and they're talking about you, okay? You don't like being around people who don't allow you to be yourself, okay? Let's get it. That's what you don't like. And let me tell you, it'll be the person in class that that you don't think you're gonna bond with, that you have a connection with. And that's the medicine of community. It's not necessarily, and always Christina and myself, we're like the primary instructors. It's not always us that will change your life. A lot of times it's the sister that's on the mat next to you that will change your life. You think that you're the only one that's going through depression and anxiety. You think you're the only one that the kids are driving you nuts. You think that you're the only one going through a divorce or going through separation, trying to navigate being without a partner when you've been with the person most of your life. Okay? Y'all, if the devil can't discourage you by putting obstacles in your way, he gonna start telling you a narrative about yourself and start telling you a narrative about the community. If he can't stop you with actual things that are happening, he gonna try to stop you with this strange narrative. You can go from surviving to thriving if you find the right community. And I'm going to talk about fitness. I'm going to talk about fitness because that's my lane. That's what I'm here for. And that's why I often say community is medicine. So the question is, practically, what does this look like? Community is medicine. You come to class, you might have high cholesterol and, let's just say, diabetes. Sometimes those go hand in hand and you're very stressed out. You think you're coming to my class in order to work out and you'll relieve some stress. But what you're really doing is coming to class, you have a conversation with someone, and they say, that happened to me too, right? This is how I overcame it. And now you have somebody who's giving you practical tips, okay? So then you come back to class the next day because you know your friend is going to be there, and you communicate with them. This is what I have identified in my life, and these are some of the changes that I've made, sis. You wanna connect for dinner? Next thing you know, you out to dinner and you guys are sharing testimony. What does the Bible say about testimony? We are overcome by the word of our testimony. And guess what? You can testify to God, you can testify to the Holy Spirit, etc., etc. But when you get to testify to people that you really, really connect with, you got it. Hey, Kenyatta, hey, Kenny. That is how community is medicine. Next thing you know, you found somebody who you may not have any friends. This girl said it on the video that Giselle, listen, thank you, Giselle. She said this on the video and I never thought about it, but it makes complete sense. Some of us did not grow up with the community. Let's get into it. Some of us were not able to be children. We did not have a childhood to where we learned how to properly connect with the children around us for many different reasons. Sometimes it's because you had to grow up too fast, right? You were too busy taking care of the people in your house. So you didn't get to be a part of a community as a kid. You didn't learn how to break the ice. You didn't learn how to ask somebody what their name is. You didn't learn how to be interested in people's lifestyle. You didn't learn how to feel uncomfortable, but no, I'm gonna go back because this feeling is gonna shed. You didn't learn that because you were too busy trying to survive. And some of us have grown up in age, but we still act the same and we believe that it's normal. Oh, I'm just like that. I don't have no friends. Maybe when you were younger, you could not because you were in survival mode. Maybe when you were younger, you just had so many responsibilities that cultivating a friendship or a community was not on your priority list. But I'm here to tell you this. Your breakthrough is going to come in community. And can I say, community is not perfect. The fitness community is not perfect. There's going to be people who get on your everlasting nerves. But guess what? That's community. You get on some folks' nerves. You say some crazy stuff out your mouth and you know that. But guess what? When you're in fitness, one thing we know for sure and two things for certain. People who don't want to be there long ain't going to be there long. And the people who stay long are the people who need to be there. So I want to challenge everybody to become a part of some type of fitness community, especially if you're having an issue with self-confidence, if your physical health is getting in the way of your everyday life. You're not able to, y'all gonna be mad at me for this. Listen, if you're not able to get on the floor and get up off the floor, things that are keeping you from doing everyday things, you need to go find you a fitness community. If you don't have a base of support, okay, or you don't know how to work out, I do not recommend doing this by yourself. I recommend coming to class, okay? Or going to a trainer or whatever. But you need a community to be supported. The healing comes from the support. The healing comes from, y'all, I have clients, when they go home, they are completely unsupported by their family members, by their spouses, by their children, and by their friends. Unsupported. But when they come to class, they're able to be supported. The other valuable thing about community being medicine, okay, is that you're going to find a lot of people who are committed to their fitness routine are committed to self-growth and a growth mindset. You would hope that would be your closest friends. And you would hope that your family members are growth mindset people. And I hate to tell you, most of them are not. If you don't have a group of people who are physically active, whatever that looks like, and they live a healthy lifestyle, they probably have a kind of an issue with being consistent in the things that are edifying. Whether you do Fit and Bougie, whether you do Orange Theory, whether you do CrossFit, whether you work out with a trainer, whether you meet your friends at the gym, maybe you're a part of an online fitness community, whatever it is, the healing part of it is when you join those communities and people start to see you consistently, they start to see your potential. And they start to see who you can be if you applied yourself. They start to celebrate you. Some of you guys do not get celebrated. You don't celebrate yourself, and you don't have people around you that celebrate you. You get into a good fitness community, and you will get celebrated. And what happens then? You learn how to accept compliments. Some of y'all can't do that. That is extremely healing. It's healing to be celebrated because you're growing. It's healing to be celebrated when you don't owe nobody nothing in the room except to be and show up as your most authentic and best self. It's fantastic to be celebrated and recognize that even if you don't show up as your best self, but you showed up because that's all you got, you still are being celebrated. That is healing. So you go from surviving to thriving, not because the fitness program is amazing, not because the instructor is amazing, not because the class is lit, but because the people in it, you have established relationships and trust and knowledge with your fellow people in the relationship. How in the classes, how are we going to overcome this as a Black community? We're going to start becoming a part of communities that are edifying and growth mindset oriented. And we're going to do our part, because a lot of people want community to drop down out of the ceiling. When I have new people come into class, do I always want to go, hey, I'm D, I'm so happy to see you? Or if I forget your name, hey, I'm D, give me your name again. I have to remember. Do I want to do that? No, but I know that's my part as being a part of the community. So sometimes your part is coming to class when you don't know people. And I know that is uncomfortable, but some of us didn't learn that as children. Your part is going to be, hey, my name is Rachel. What's your name? How long have you been coming? You might find somebody that, listen, I have a girl that I personal train, and she did not want to do group fitness because she felt like she was fat, big, frankly, okay? And I was like, you've only met 3 people like that you've seen in passing when we do personal training. You only see that. So you need to come to class. She loves group fitness classes, but she just felt like she was too big. Y'all, she came to her first class and she was like, I love that so much. And there's so many different people. Yeah, I got people that's 300 pounds, 400 pounds. Some people that's 60% body fat. Some people that's 15% body fat. Some people that's 76 years old. Some people who's 26 years old. And the merger of talking to one another and becoming inspired by just the show up part is enough to change your life. Okay? So, even if you're starting on Monday, I need you to understand that community is medicine. And it's Monday and you're going to start 7 days. In 7 days. Even if you're not coming to me, I want you to do something active today. I want you to walk or something. And I need you to DM me and say, D, I walked for 5 minutes. I need you to DM me and say, D, I did 10 squats. I might start with you on Monday, but I've started being more active. Even that interaction with you and I, that's still community. Because I get the chance to celebrate you for the small milestones. Because it's still a milestone. You might be inactive right now, not doing a thing. You like, Lord have mercy, I ain't doing nothing. D gonna have me ran through when I go to her class. Inbox me and you say, D, I stretched today when I got off of that live. So I can celebrate you for those things. Self-confidence comes by keeping your word to yourself. Hold on. Confidence in the community comes when the community keeps their word to you. And you keep your word to the community. You said you were going to come to class. Your contribution is just showing up. You don't have to teach it. Moms, caretakers, aunties, godmamas, I know you are used to being the person. You're used to being the person who encourages. You're used to being the person who does all the things, you're the thread in the fabric of the family. You hold everybody down. Okay? I'm so proud of you, Laquita. I'm so proud of you. Look, you are used to being a person, and I tell my new people this. Y'all want to start grabbing on your stomach and stuff, talk about D, I need to work on this. What I need to do at the house. This is what I always say. I want you to just show up first, because I know that's the hardest part. And then after that, I want you to show up consistently. That's the second hardest part. And then the third part is I want you to do your best while you're here, even when you have the hard days. And then this last one is hard as hell for y'all. It's hard for you to put your superwoman cape down and let me do my job. Let me and Christina do our job. Our job is to encourage you. Our job is to lead you. Our job is to edify you. Our job is to show you different ways to care for your body. Our job is to show you balance. Okay? I need you to, when you come to your fitness communities, I need you to take your superwoman cape off, put your phone on, do not disturb, and allow yourself to be poured into. You get to be the student. I need you to sit down and do what I say and be immersed, kiki with your friends. I need you to find some friends in class, baby. Some of these ladies, we didn't have class on Saturday. They came and they walked around together, even though I wasn't there. That's community. That's where the change happens. The change does not always happen inside the building. You will start to thrive in your health and your fitness when you start to do that. Go find a community, sis. You're not by yourself. You don't have to lose weight by yourself. You don't have to figure out nutrition by yourself. You've been doing it too long in your own life. Aren't you tired? Aren't you tired of doing everything by yourself and not feeling supported? You don't have to Google no more workouts. You don't have to save no more Instagram workouts. So you don't have to do nothing else by yourself. I'm doing it by myself. I gotta cook by myself. I gotta make my own meals by myself. You don't have to be by yourself, because there are 100 ladies in Fit and Bougie who going through the same thing. You're not by yourself. There are some things that you need to do, that you need to navigate on your own. But I'm here to tell you, inside of these amazing fitness communities, you're not by yourself. Whether you're at Mission Fitness on Government, shouts out to Allison. If you are at D1 with Vincent, if you are at Orange Theory, like I said, if you are working out wherever, right? You with the Port City Pacers, whatever. It's still a community of people that you can lean on, that you could connect with, okay? That will heal you. That will heal you. Your anxiety will go down, because you know at the very least, D might try to kill me today, but I know she loved me. And I get to kiki with Kenyatta. I get to see Kenyatta. And if Kenyatta ain't there, I know Shamira there. And if Shamira ain't there, I know Christina there. If Christina ain't there, I know Tia there. And if Tia ain't there, I know Selena there. And if they ain't there, then you got me. And this is the beautiful part. You're going to get to the point where you're the person. You're going to be in class and you're going to see the new person. Okay? You're going to see the new person and they're going to look alone and you're going to be able to connect with them and say, hey, what's your name? I'm blah, blah, blah. And then now you're able to be the medicine. That's how we work through this. But I got to go. I love y'all. That's your vitamin D for free and let community be your medicine today. Love y'all. Bye.